Hello everybody, right back to another episode of Formula 124, and today we are heading over to Monaco Grand Prix. So before we get the ball rolling, I hope that I'm doing amazing, tip your tune up to put it in live and the coffee stuff as well, and also smash the like button and subscribe if you want to stay up to the channel and all the video I'm being releasing now. And of course, before we start into it, I'm going to give a quick word. I've used the new thing for my recording at the moment, and it looks a bit different, so I'm still learning about how it works. So if you've got any idea how to use a video capture card, please do let me know in the comment where I can get some advice from you guys. And now, let's get moving on. So, we know from Imola Grand Prix I've done a fantastic job where I made a really good comeback. And of course, I'm not going to spoil it. You don't have to go in and watch the video before I spoil it for you guys. And of course, I want to continue that form. We go into Monaco, but it's very competitive type of a track. And Monaco is testing my style of driving. But of course, been looking for an upgrade. So one upgrade I've got any idea is focused on aerodynamic. As most the other upgrades hadn't really been unlocked for me, but for now I've gone for chassis upgrade and powertrain upgrade. So we are doing the chassis upgrade today, but powertrain later on, and we're going for aerodynamic, rear wing main plane, and I put notch at the 25%. That's pretty positive. Hopefully that will come in before Canada if we get lucky with that rush. And of course, we are third at the moment, so I'm hoping that we can move up and try to do a good job on Monaco, as I've been struggling there 2 seasons ago in season 1, but in a different team, so hopefully it'll be different as we're going into in Aston Martin. This is the first season with Aston Martin in Monaco. Had done it last season, so I'm hoping that there will be entertainment and good time on Monaco. Now we're doing the qualifying now. So of course, the confidence isn't there. Unfortunately, I've done loads of practice session and hasn't quite hit the mark that I like. So I'm out doing my first run, and hopefully I can do a good work in the first run. All I care for is try to get into 2-2, take one step at a time. But with the setup I've got, which is 50 and 50 front wing and rear wing, I didn't feel comfortable, but I had no choice but try it, because I'm trying to make sure I don't mess anything up before I drop down too much. But I'm still in a safe mark anyway. But to be safe, I'll go out, who's that can run, see if I can improve the time. And the more I'm running out in Monaco, the confidence I get. But it just feels very difficult on Monaco, as to see one over the curve, too hot, hitting into the wall, which is not good. But I made it lose to 2-2, which is good in P12, and 5 tires are out. It's Ocon, Sloan, Sargent, Piastri, and those are out in 2-1, and now doing 2-2. This where I finished it in 2-1. It seemed to be put a mark down where I've been finishing in 2-2, so I'm going to need to improve that and try to stay in top 10 area. That I've done a good job in qualifying in season 1, but couldn't seem to replicate that in this season. I just see a target coming out in the pit lane, but that means didn't really put any stoppage in my run, which is good. But I just see how the good sector 1, sector 2 is personal best. But hopefully, as I finish the sector 3, I should go up. But unfortunately, didn't survive, as I'm out in P13 with Carlo, Pierre Gasly, myself, Lando, and Kevin Magnussen. They're going to be rough late around Monaco.
A proper road race, and in the true meaning of the word. That's how Mr. Monaco, the late great Graham Hill, once described this iconic event. The cars we drive have come a long way in the intervening half-century, But still we race on those same public roads beside the Mediterranean. There's no victory more coveted than that of the Monaco Grand Prix. The astonishing Circuit de Monaco is, for all intents and purposes, virtually unchanged since its inaugural race back in 1929. The faster cars of today ensure the 19 corners past the casino and along the seafront remain as thrilling as ever. A 2.1 mile lap here takes us around an entire country, yet never more than inches from the race-ending barriers. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And starting next to them is George Russell. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Hamilton, Leclerc, Fernando Alonso, Behrman, Albon, Perez, Hülkenberg, Tsunoda, Sainz, Gasly, Daniel, Norris, Magnussen, Ocon, Stroll, Sargent, Oscar Piastri, and Zhou Guanyu. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today? And alongside me today, a man who I'm always pleased to see join me in the commentary box, Anthony Davidson. Now, you're the racing driver in this partnership, so tell us about this racing driver. Put us in their shoes. How are they going to be feeling?
Well, you've got to be prepared, Crofty. Before you even step foot inside the car, you've got to know, you've got to have a pre-race game plan. You've watched videos before you get into the car of previous races gone by. You know where you have to place your car if X, Y or Z happens in front of you or behind you. So having this clear game plan is absolutely essential before you get in the car.
Okay, Mark here, radio check. Check, can you hear me? Okay, we had a fantastic result at the last race. Let's try it again here.
As Mark said, we had the fantastic result in Imola. He wanted me to repeat it in Monaco every time, of course, but now we are now in the Monaco Grand Prix, and hopefully we can do a good job and try and leap up and get in the point. That is my main objective. So I'm obviously starting P13, got one car ahead of us that starts on hard tyre. It would be a bit gambled for Pierre Gasly. I don't know how much other cars on hard tyre, but of course in Monaco it's very much on unpredictability. We can have a crash, we can have less flat, stately car, we don't know, but it's very iconic in Monaco. So of course it's a test of how living you are around here and see how much photo you can put in. Of course it's a test for me to see if I'm ready for the championship, as we are now getting ready for 5 race laps in Monaco, and it is away we go with Max Verstappen on pole. Had a bit of a good start. George Russell had an absolute good start as well, and it gone by on the outside, overtaking Max Verstappen who take the lead in Monaco Grand Prix, but can he hold on to that position? And we got Fernando Alonso who's fighting with Ole Behrman in P5 and 6. So Alonso is now in P5, which is good. He can now try to even chase down the home hero Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton. Hamilton and Charles are back to the out with each other, but Hamilton got himself ahead of Charles Leclerc and tried to get ahead of Yuki Tsunoda, but Tsunoda beat me to it unfortunately. Got Carlo starting P10, which is quite bad, 20 for himself. Charles Leclerc had an even good 20 though, and he's in P4, so he had to be happy about that. And we're looking overhead of beautiful harbour, of all the boats and all the cars gone by through that station, and we got obviously quite a lot of opportunities to see if we can try and weave our way through the traffic and try to get in the point. But it's Monaco, it's going to be quite difficult, a tough challenge, but it's a good challenge to prove if I'm capable of doing that. And we now complete our first lap as we're going to lap 2. George Russell has pulled 1.3 seconds ahead of Max Verstappen. He's doing a really good job so far. Max looks like might be struggling, but it's Max, it's not going to last long. I think he's going to do a good job for sure. Lewis Hamilton P3 with Charles in P4, Alonso in P5. So Alonso obviously would like to try and get ahead of Charles Leclerc. but in Monaco it's very difficult to flip position. It's mainly set on the strategy of your own. If you do a good job in strategy, you can do a very good job in the race well. I'm on board with Nico Hulkenberg, who's in P9. He's in point at the moment. He's like little star for Nico, but for me, I'm just genuinely cars seem to battle using Tonona, even though I know I'm in much more faster car. But in Monaco, it's difficult enough here to land on another behind who had about 20 himself. Doing the same with Otto Piat, who's down in the bottom lap in P20, I believe. So nearly bad, 20 for both McLaren. But of course, they are, you know, a bit slower this season compared to last season. They were quite strong, but now they're a bit more slower, which is quite weird. I had no contact with them more, which is not good. But I was like, figured about it to try and get ahead of using Tonona, and we just build that momentum as we try to do the way. We got on board with George Russell, who's now pulled away to Sutton, to Matt Verstappen, and Hamilton are much more closer. And Hamilton obviously needed to try to get the opportunity to get ahead of Matt Verstappen at George. It's showing the case that he can be the leader for the Mercedes, that Mercedes can be ready for Hamilton to leave at any point in his career. And we go through all the corners. Matt is showing the sight of confidence that he can try to chase down George Russell, but Hamilton is really breathing down on Matt Verstappen. So Matt is obviously going to get the pressure from Lewis Hamilton Alonso, who obviously had a fantastic career around Monaco in his prime, and he's obviously going into Monaco for like, I don't know how many times he raced around Monaco, probably about 20 times. He got all the fast of experience of Monaco, so he's the man we should be scared of, and he could show a very good case of potential dominant around Monaco in P5, so he's not doing a bad job so far. Usually Tonona is in another play with me in 12th and land another in 13th. So it's going to be a very long potential boring racing for me, as I'm trying to find all the space to get there. Every car we are going to miss every time we find Perez is in P7. He's not having a bad racing, but he got one of the rival Mayhem, who replaces him this season. So Perez got a bit of a luncher, and he obviously wants to challenge Mayhem to prove to the Red Bull that he deserves to return back to the top seat. And he obviously needs to do a good job, that's for sure. Got Albon, the PA. Albon done a fantastic job. You know, he's much better area compared to Ocon, and much better than me, of course, which is not good. But now back on board with me, who put a little good time in. So I was like, okay, if I can put a good time in, is that enough to prove that I'm capable of being able to do something special around Monaco? But it's not that guaranteed, as I am not that confident in Monaco. So I need to try and just turn it up and just smash it out of par. Now the another is obviously putting the pressure onto me, of course, and that's in P14. He was ahead of me now. We beaten him to it in at the starting lap. So obviously that's a really good job for us. We've got George Russell now enjoying into lap 7. Still remaining in lead, but Matt Verstappen is slowly catching up to George Russell. Hamilton is now locked down 1 second to Matt, but Matt obviously they're leaping up slowly to catch George Russell, and that's pretty much due to the clear air that Matt has got. So they prove that Red Bull could return to dominant drawing once again, as he wasn't that dominant last season. They can return that back to this season, as he finished quite a lot of top spot in multiple races so far this season. But now, back on me, we got objective that said we need to overtake Yuki Tonona before lap 12. They are acting too much, but it will be difficult to overtake on the Monaco. So it's like, it's fine. I can try and do something good if possible, of course. but I genuinely that seem very overleash, so I need to try and make sure I stay close and maybe going to pit early so I get the undercut and work. If that worked out in Imola, which is good. But I just still had a bad corner that I nearly went to the wall, which is not good. But now I know I'm starting getting the pressure from Lando Norris, and I'm just like, I need to do something good, and I'm just not even be able to reach that level, and I knew I was not ready for that potential world champion, so I needed to try and smash it all apart, and I've taught me out on board with the Piat that you stuck behind to both hours. We got narrow flat, do I know? And it's the Piat that has gone off in snow. That is unfortunate, but the Piat, he's in P20, he's already having a boundary, he's now done from back to worse. For the Piat, you need to find a safer place to go off. And if that going to bring out his safety car, who knows what is the case, but you see on board tab there have not been any information about safety car coming out. So it seems like today nothing going to come out to change the course of the racing. But George Russell is now coming out the final corner, going into lap 9. He's done a fantastic work, but Matt is now caught up to about 1.5 seconds, so he's cutting down the time to catch to George Russell, and George is now going to feel the pressure from Matt Verstappen eventually, of course. But you see on board Tam, got Lando Norris, who's trying to go for the move on the outside, but I blocked it off, stopping him from being able to do that with this good. And we got George Russell entering to the hairpin, and we're on board with Onabama, who's just seen off the Piat. No, we're going off in the wrong way area, so off the Piat, unfortunately, out of the race at the end state plate where we don't need to worry about bringing now safety car or anything, but of course, if it's raining, that could lead to different story. But I think we should be happy that he's not in a bad area where to bring out less flare, and it took cause like a big disruption in the racing for everybody else. But I see had a little wobble somehow as I nearly went into the wall, and I knew that something wrong with the car, that I'm not feeling any lip to the track, which is not good. So I was like, is there an issue with the car, and little contact with the wall, which is not good, that caused a bit of a deflation on the barrier. So I was like, am I struggling so much right now? And like Monaco, and it's quite embarrassing after what I did in the Imola. I done a fantastic job with the comeback. I can't seem to carry on with that momentum going to Monaco. I've been looking on board, but unfortunately hitting into the wall had a broken front wing, which is not good. And that's when I knew I may have put in quite long setup. Maybe I should put different setup, but unfortunately it didn't matter anyway. What's done is done. So I've gone into the pit, replaced the front wing, put on a new hard tyre, and hopefully I can do something good from that point on. But Matt Verstappen had finally caught up to George Russell, and he cut down to 5/10 of a second. So Matt is now officially got close to him and agreed to put load of pressure onto George Russell, which is not too tight for George. But George, all he needs to do is hold Matt behind, and when he does go into the pit, he should need to get that good stop and get ahead of Max Verstappen once again. That's all he needs to do. But Matt is putting a massive load of pressure anyway, so George Russell could feel something could happen to him, so he should need to keep that car and connect it, and of course with Mercedes not messing up with the strategy as well. So that's the case what Mercedes need to do today. Hamilton's in P3, so Mercedes not having a bad racing so far. Charles Leclerc is in P4 with Alonso in P5, so pretty good racing so far for both of them. but for Leclerc would like to finish in the podium as that is in his home race, and like Monaco, he likes to dinner for a fantastic result. Alonso, who would like to put a good result at the end. Obviously, at the moment he's performing better than I did, which is just for him. And now we've got me who now try to do the last corner, but unfortunately made a contact with the barrier that's just broken off my wheel, and I am now out of Monaco Grand Prix. Don't know what to do about this situation. It's quite embarrassing. I don't need that corner just fine. Now messed it up.
And the best of British and the best on the track. It's George Russell who wins.
Race win, fastest lap as well, so that extra point for them today, and what a masterful performance. They really showed a clean pair of heels to the rest of the opposition out there today. They had no answer for them.
So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take the top spot, a well-earned victory for Mercedes.
And we've got George Russell, who maintained his place in top slot with Max second place, Lewis Hamilton in third. So George had done a good job defending against Max Verstappen, but fortunately we won't know how the whole race went at all. DNF early on after I pitted, which is not good luck for me as it is show. There's no confidence for me whatsoever in Monaco, but hopefully it's on one-off thing that throughout the season it won't be repeated, as that is obviously what I'm hoping for. But really good racing for George Russell. You've got to be proud of that, as he won in Monaco, so he can't complain about it. Max in second, Lewis in third, with Charles in fourth, Alonso in fifth. So nothing really has changed so much. And Max Verstappen is now 23 points, with George Russell moved up in first place with 28 points. So Max is leading by 23. George is about 28 points behind. So George could have a chance to maybe win the world champion if possible. For Red Bull is now ahead of me in Construction Championship, which is not good. But unfortunately, with Monaco Grand Prix, it's the race for me to forget about. That's what I'm going to do from now on. So hopefully it's also a learning lesson for me to try to change how you race, because I think it's the style how I approach around the track. And obviously with the start-up, I just gotta do something different about it when I come back to Monaco in the future of tour. But we're going to analyse what happened here. So as you see, I smashed it into the wall, and unfortunately taking out the wheel because I had that tyre leading a bit too much. If I moved just a bit more to the left, it was just being fine, but that's not the case unfortunately. But I'm going to end it here, and I hope you did enjoy the race, even though there was no changes whatsoever. It was very good racing for George Russell Tour. So I'm going to end it here. Thanks for watching. Please like and dislike the video. Do you very appreciated, and peace out.